On December 3rd, 2012, John Petruescu landed an enormous yellowfin tuna on board the XL fishing on the remote Hurricane Bank. Captain Justin Fleck wondered, would it be bigger than Mike Livingston's 405-pound yellowfin? Or Robert Pedrigo or Guy Yoakum, both with 427-pound yellowfin tuna?
I got that 280. That's big enough for me. They hurt you too much.
Yeah, I hear you. You don't mind waking up this early?
No, I actually put my alarm on.
We got our picture taken with a 408.
408, huh?
That's how I got him up to come down here.
I hear you. That's good.
How much?
445. 445.
Congratulations, John. 445 pounds. Congratulations.
Congratulations to John Petruescu and the great crew on the XL out of San Diego.
We have some more exciting video of this incredible catch on board the XL. A 448-pound yellowfin tuna caught on board the XL. The previous world record, 445 pounds, also caught on the XL by David Petruescu. This fish at 448 would set the world record, but a lot can happen on the way to the docks. Dehydration, maybe the scales off a little bit. It is going to be an exciting time when they weigh this fish in to see whether or not we have a new world record yellowfin tuna. Congratulations, the XL crew. Justin Fleck does it again. 448-pound yellowfin tuna. What a magnificent catch. What a glorious Tuesday morning it is at sunrise. It is absolutely beautiful. Actually, a little bit after sunrise. There's some wind offshore we're going to talk about. But what a remarkable catch made on the XL. A 448-pound yellowfin tuna. It will be a new world record if it maintains that weight. And they'll be into San Diego on Saturday. That is going to be a momentous day. You saw the lead-in today. We talked about the previous world record in 2012, and now this pending new world record. A magnificent catch, 448-pound yellowfin tuna. The spirit of adventure is on yellowfin tuna as we speak right now after a phenomenal day's fishing yesterday down there about 250 miles south of Point Loma. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Tanner, Cortez Bank. We'll talk about white seabass. We'll talk about so much more. And the surf, man, you know what time it is. It's time for me to shut my trap and set up for the morning briefing. I'm going to do that right now. The morning briefing coming at you next. Good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California on this momentous day. A 448-pound yellowfin tuna taken on board the XL. That still has to be weighed at the dock. We'll find out if it's going to be a new world record, but exciting times. It's beautiful here, gorgeous. Yesterday we had our surf fishing event, and we were all shivering down here. We could barely see one another in the fog. And today, perfect, warm, sunny already here today, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of wind offshore. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that yellowfin tuna. And right now, the spirit of adventure after a phenomenal day yesterday with the tax man. Yeah, they are putting the hurt on the yellowfin tuna. A lot of great people on that trip that I know, and I'm so happy that they are experiencing such a wonderful trip. The long-range scene has been phenomenal. Not only that 448-pound yellowfin tuna, lots of big fish down there on the lower banks. It is becoming an exceptional year for big yellowfin tuna, and I'll describe that as fish up over 300 pounds. But also, we've got Alijos Rocks Wahoo. We've got some great yellowtail action and yellowfin tuna action in that same vicinity around San Pablo Bay and several other areas. And of course, are you getting fired up? The Friedman Adventures trip, 8 days on the Independence sails on Monday, and I can't wait. That is going to be such a great time. I can't wait to see you all. Hey, if you want to go back and watch our live show last night with Sam De La Torre, Sam talks all about what the essentials are for an 8 to 10 day trip. And man, you're going to want to catch up on that. And also, since Wahoo are in the picture right now, you're definitely going to want to go to our Facebook page, Friedman Adventures. There's a link there to click on a Wahoo seminar about how to catch Wahoo that Sam also did. You're going to love that. All right, time for me to be quiet. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, is that good? And is it great to be with you? Hit that like button, please. We deeply appreciate that. Share these videos with a friend and subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Also, tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. And follow us over there on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. I'll be doing live updates from the Independence from the time we sail until the time we get back, and shooting a new feature-length show. It's going to be fantastic. Really looking forward to it. Got to thank our sponsors on that great 8-day trip. Daiwa, thank you so much for all you do for Friedman Adventures. Young's Fishing Tackle. They're on the Independence right now, really having a great trip. Sam De La Torre and Island Fishing Tackle. Sam, thank you so much. Rada over there at, of course, Big Fish Bait and Tackle. Rada, thank you for all the great raffle items you provided us with. And Steve Oropesa at Promar Ahi. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate all that you do. All right, let's jump into it. Let's start out with that 448-pound yellowfin tuna taken on board the XL, a monster of a fish. He caught it. Earl is his first name. Don't have a last name on the guy. Earl used a harness, so he never let the rod touch the rail, which is absolutely mandatory if you're going to submit for a world record. You can't have the rod on the rail. It seems like Earl did everything right. And of course, here we go again with the XL. Man, those big fish, that last one back in 2012, which you saw in the lead-in, caught by David Petruscu. David, good morning to you. He caught that fish, and now if this fish holds up a 448 Saturday morning, Fisherman's Landing, you probably want to be there for the excitement. It's going to be very, very exciting when they weigh that fish in. Once again, if it holds up, it'll be a new world record as it stands right now, a new pending world record. Tremendous big fish down there on the lower banks for the boys. And yesterday, on board the Independence, they're working their way down to the lower banks. There this morning, we'll find out how they do. But on their way down, they found fabulous yellowtail action. They found wide open yellowfin tuna action, and they even caught a wahoo, not even fishing in a wahoo zone. So really great fishing going on. I am so excited about our trip. I know this is going to be one to remember, and I can't wait to see you all down there at Point Loma Sword Fishing on Monday morning, bright and early. I'll bring Scott Buchert along with you. If that doesn't wake you up, nothing ever will. So great long-range fishing going on right now. I don't know how it can get much better than it is. All right, let me run you down now to Ensenada, Baja California, just to tell you what's going on there. It's a 70-mile drive down south of the border, and man, you can stop and eat fish tacos on the way down. Stop at my friend's place, Tony Lozano, if you want to have some really great seafood, and they put out great breakfasts at La Huerita in Rosarito. And of course, if you're going to stay in Ensenada, I got a great new place for you. Zeke Casas, just outside of town, so you feel like you're in an entirely different environment with the mountains and the beautiful scenery there. And yet, it's only a 15-minute drive into Ensenada. Zeke Casas, give him a call and stay there. You're going to love it. I'm telling you right now. All right, down there out of Ensenada, it is mostly all rockfish right now. The rockfish has been biting with really ferocity right now. I mean, ferocity, I should say. It's been really, really good. yesterday. Diego Puentes and the guys from Baja Fishing fished only iron, no bait, fishing rockfish, and they caught copious amounts of big, quality, beautiful rockfish. What a day it was for them. Captain Ihara Nunez, she fishes on board the Lucky, fishes on it. She's the captain, and she had some nice, big, quality bass, as you can see there. Really nice quality fishing with our dear friend Folk on this glorious morning. Wow, sunny, warm, beautiful. It can't get any nicer. So Ensenada, mostly rockfish, but as you see there, Captain Ihara showing us there's still some bass around and some nice grade fish. So nothing wrong with that indeed. All right, let's talk about the spirit of adventure. Now, remember, boats were running these 2 and 3 day trips down the Baja coast, about 200 miles. At one point, it was 140 miles, but that yellowfin tuna continued to slide down the Baja Peninsula. Surmise that it was in search of warmer water. They like that warm water, so they moved down the Baja Peninsula. Presently down there at about 260 miles. The spirit of adventure had a phenomenal day's fishing yesterday, catching bluefin tuna and yellowfin tuna. Good morning, Lupe. I have people who say I see Lupe every day on your videos. We love her. Take care. All right, Lupe is great. She's out here walking this gorgeous beach. Tremendous fishing yesterday on the Spirit of Adventure. And Tim Marquez, the tax man, is on board. Don't forget, give Tim a call if you have any tax issues. He'll take care of it. He said it was phenomenal fishing. Wide open yellowfin. There's a good shot of bluefin tuna. The fish, the yellowfin, 30 to almost 100 pounds. And the bluefin, wow. I mean, you don't see much of it under 50 pounds, and it goes right on up to 150 pounds. Great fishing on the Spirit of Adventure. And guess what is going on right now again? They are on the fish, and they are biting here this morning. So really great fishing. Now, they are on a 4-day trip, and to get down there and do that any justice, I think you got to be on like about a 4-day trip. If you're on a 3-day trip, you're going to get a half day on it. They arrived yesterday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was full speed from the time they got there until the sun set. Really marvelous fishing. But a 4-day trip, now they get to fish all day here today and then kick it for the barn and run 24, 25, 26 hours back to San Diego. But great fishing going on, no question about it. Heating and or air conditioning needs, you want to call John Lopez. John's standing by for you right now, and he will take really great care of you. So offshore is pretty darn good down there in that neck of the woods, closer to San Diego. And for the Ensenada boys, we don't see all that much, but stranger things that have happened in life than a rebite. So maybe we'll see that bluefin tuna show up there off Punta Colinet, which is 120 miles below the border again. Maybe it'll start to bite. For now, mostly all rockfish up there in that neck of the woods. The Independence, as I mentioned, just arriving in the lower banks. Hopefully the guys from Young's Fishing Tackle, they had a phenomenal day yesterday with big yellows and great yellowfin tuna, but hopefully they'll get in on some of that big fish. We'll be reporting about that to you all. Tanner, Cortez Bank, weather's up out there. Wow, is that beautiful or what? I don't see my pods of delphinus, those dolphin here this morning. Maybe you have seen them, but gorgeous conditions here today. So you can see beautiful Catalina Island right there. Behind that is San Clemente Island, and then we get to Tanner and Cortez Bank. From most LA Orange County landings, you're talking about 85 miles or so. Weather's up, not very nice out there at all. There has been a lack of bluefin tuna out in that neck of the woods, and they've been smaller grade fish like 15-pounders. Pursued on a very special day-and-a-half trip out of 22nd Street Landing yesterday. Ran out there and caught one bluefin, but they had all kinds of big whitefish and sheephead. Nick Ramirez was on that trip and said, man, the bottom bite was fabulous. 20 fish bag limits, not a problem at all. There has also been some hits on the yellowtail. Recent scores out there. Saw the new Loan come up with 62 yellowtail and then tons of rockfish to go along with it, while the Cortez had 34 yellowtail. So we are seeing some hits on the yellows, mostly around Cortez Bank, and most of the time that's nice grade fish out in that neck of the woods. But our bluefin tuna bite has been down, and here today it's pretty nasty out there. Really, really windy and rough. You wouldn't really believe it looking at this gorgeous scene behind me, but that is indeed the case right now out there. So we'll wait for this weather to come down, and we've got another 24 hours or so of this, and then hopefully we'll get back to some nice weather. I know when we are departing, if you look at the long-range forecast for you guys who are on our 8-day trip, looks like it's going to be beautiful, flat, calm weather. Hopefully that weather forecast will hold. So there you've got it. That is your offshore scene. Hopefully that's going to get biting again. If your garage door is a pain in the neck, and man, whose garage door isn't? It's always something wrong. And there's a man that will fix it for you, Joseph Welker. Make sure you call Joe today. Joe's a great Friedman Adventures family member. He'll be right out there to take care of that. And if you need a new installation or anything else, Joe will take care of it. All right, let's talk islands. Coronado Islands lack a yellowtail down there, although we still see it from time to time. It's been mostly rockfish that have been biting there at St. Clemente Island. There's been the occasional dropper loop, yellowtail, white sea bass, and there's a lot of squid. Going to have more on that in a moment. Going to have more on a huge white sea bass and striper caught surf fishing. Don't miss that coming up also. But there's a lot of squid around, and that is starting to produce more and more results in terms of predators coming in to feed on that. Hopefully we'll see more of that. So at Catalina Island, right there behind me, we had a private boater score 4 days ago on big halibut, one white sea bass, tremendous fishing there, but mostly rockfish out there in that neck of the woods. That's what we've been catching, and nice big ones because we're fishing 300 feet or deeper out there everywhere, not only Catalina Island, everywhere. Regulations mandate you fish the deep water right now, and it has been really excellent on the big fish. November 23rd on the El Patron. If you buy a ticket on the El Patron for November 23rd, Chuck Zimmer from the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club is going to be on board. He's going to hand you a raffle ticket, and he's going to come up, or you're going to come up if he draws your ticket. He's going to try to get some more prizes. Also, I'm going to help him with that. So there'll be more in the raffle. But, I mean, a custom wrapped, beautiful fishing rod could be yours just for being on board. No extra cost at all. And we're going to be celebrating Charlie, his son's birthday. Charlie's a great kid, and Chuck is a dear friend of the Friedman Adventures family. All you have to do is go to longbeachsportfishing.org, book on the El Patron for November the 23rd. All right, November the 23rd, and Chuck will be there, and he'll hand you a raffle ticket. I guarantee you that. Nice rock fishing there. Channel Islands, we're getting explosions of white sea bass on board the Endeavor on a fairly regular basis, not with great consistency, but we're getting these pulses of really great action on white sea bass, predominantly up there in that neck of the woods. It's a rockfish kind of bite. We're seeing tremendous rock fishing on board the Island Spirit. The Aloha Spirit yesterday had 9 lings and limits of rockfish. Just about everybody up there is putting the wood to the nice big rockfish. And even on the Endeavor, when they catch those white sea bass, Tucker McCombs is never satisfied, man. He's still going to fill you up on the rockfish. So we have the potential for a good sea bass bite up there. At the same time, we are seeing really, really great rock fishing up there in that neck of the woods. Part of this is because of the squid that we have moving in. I'm thinking we are seeing more squid this year than we've seen in a long time. This morning on the beach, my dear friend, mi querido amigo Rafael Yamas was on the beach, and he said, Phil, look, squid boats, they're all lined up. He was in Malibu, California. Really, really great to see that. And also, out last night, a dear friend of Friedman Adventures, Trevor Benson. He was in the Santa Monica Bay. He said he saw miles upon miles upon miles of squid. He didn't even have a high intensity kind of light that you normally need to draw those squid to the surface from the depths. He was using like a flashlight, and he kept getting a squid float with a flashlight, which indicates some real volume to the squid. Now, why is this important? You all know if you listen to Friedman Adventures. But remember, high school biology, the food chain, the big ones will come to eat the little ones. The little ones in this case are the squid. The big ones are halibut, yellowtail, white sea bass, and so much more. Wow, we definitely have a great scenario. It should be a fantastic spring next year, but the way things are going, we may not wait till spring. We may see all this great fishing manifest itself here in the wintertime. And as I mentioned yesterday, up there on the native sun out of 22nd Street Landing, I haven't talked to Aaron about this, but I'm sure he's going to start his halibut fishing derby here soon, like within the next 30 days or so. And man, this just bodes well for that bite. It should be really, really great fishing. Gorgeous conditions here. I don't know how you can beat this scene. It is absolutely beautiful. Feeling very blessed to be standing here indeed. All right, so that squid continues to move in and provide us with the opportunity for some sea bass and other species. We'll see how this plays out. It could really get good in a hurry. All right, along the beach now, we're talking 1/2 and 3/4 day trips. Great fishing for rockfish from San Diego all the way up to the Channel Islands. It's been absolutely fantastic. Can't get any better. I'm telling you, the Freelance and the Enterprise, several boats like that, run out to the 14-mile bank where they're catching these humongous cod. Really great fishing going on. We see a little bit of bass up there out of Redondo, and they continue to release short sand bass out of Dana Wharf sport fishing. So there's some of that surface action going on. But overall, we're talking mostly about great eating rockfish filling the section. Nice quality fish in most cases. As we mentioned the other day, the Pescador out of Redondo ran to Santa Barbara Island and provided their anglers with great action and table fare to take home and enjoy. So really some awesome fishing on the local scene. If you're going out of Ventura sport fishing, Daniel Hottaway is fantastic. The Island Spirit is fantastic. Kids fish free on Sundays. You're definitely going to want to call Saul this morning, 805-676-3474. Get on board the Island Spirit. Have a great time. You'll really enjoy the whole experience, guaranteed. All right, let's talk surf fishing. And man, I'm going to just start you out south of the border. There's a little playa beach, a beach called Playa Bebe, Baby's Beach, named after Scott Buchard. No, but Baby's Beach, Playa Bebe. And there's a guy down there, Tony D. I see him all the time. He's making extraordinary catches on a regular basis. He had a nice sea bass and a nice striper down there. I see those guys catching stripers down there all the time. I need to go down there with Tony and shoot a video one of these days because he's an exceptional fisherman, and that is an exceptional catch. Really great to see it. Big Fish Bait and Tackle on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Their owner, Rada, said, if an item here is regular price, Friedman Adventures, family members, all they have to do is mention Friedman Adventures, 10% off. Not today, not tomorrow, today, tomorrow, and right on through the first of the year. So all year long, keep that in mind. Big Fish Bait and Tackle. They've got tackle for surf fishing right on up to bluefin and marlin and more. And they've got, most importantly, the bait you need to be successful here in the surf. We had a great group of guys here yesterday, no doubt about that. Really great to have seen Jackie and Jose and Dan Lightfoot and Michael Limon and JD. He was here also, and JD's son, Lucky, couldn't make it. I was very disappointed about that, but I know I'll see Lucky again here very, very soon. And Lucky, I just want to say good morning to you. I want you to know how much I missed you and how much I'm looking forward to the next time we do an event down here and I get to see you and I get to give you a big hug. That would mean the world to me. Lucky, hope you're having a great morning. Pretty slow fishing in the cold, chilly fog yesterday. JD had a perch and Jackie had a perch, but that was all she wrote for us here. And those guys fished hard, no doubt about it. Surf was up a little bit yesterday, so that made a difference. And man, those guys would have died, me too, for that matter, if we would have had a day like this with this gorgeous weather. Down there around Huntington Beach, a little bit of bar perch being taken down there. Same thing up in the Santa Monica Bay. Some halibut. John Garma, where were you? Where were you yesterday, John? We missed you. We needed you to be throwing a lucky crowd here and catch a big halibut up there around 72nd Street and some other areas in Long Beach. There's some halibut being taken, a lot of shorts, but occasional legal, and up there El Segundo way, more perch and occasional halibut up there in that neck of the woods also. All right, I don't know what to tell you. 448 yellowfin tuna going to be weighed in at Fisherman's Landing on Saturday morning. Man, it just takes me back to that 2012 experience where we covered that 445. That was incredible, and here we go again. On board the XL, another big fish. And of course, we have an 8-day trip looming out there. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some Christmas party fun and other activities here really soon. And if you didn't watch Tackle Shop Confessions last night, you owe it to yourself to go back and check it out. Sam and I always have a great time. We had a studio audience last night. Man, those guys were wild, let me tell you. And of course, we went out and ate chicken wings at the end. Always a good time. And you guys are always invited to either come down to the Island Fishing Tackle store or eat a chicken wing with us afterwards. Have a great day. It's gorgeous, my friends. Hope you get out on the water soon, or hope, like Lupe, you just take a walk up and down the beach and enjoy what we are so blessed to have in our lives. Take care, and I hope to see you really, really soon.